I'm Mark Valador, the product marketing manager for the Eye of Judgment. Well, the Eye of Judgment is a combination of board game, strategic card play, and using the technology of the PlayStation 3, a video game. So what you get in the package when you get it is, obviously you'll get the software product. You'll also get the PlayStation Eye camera. You'll also get the stand, which will hold the camera in place and get the right angle for the Nine Fields battle mat, which you'll get. And you'll also get cards, a set of 30 cards and a booster set cards. And all of these cards contain creatures, spells, and certain special cards that grant abilities within the game. The game itself revolves around the 9 fields, and your ultimate goal is to control and occupy 5 of the 9 squares or grids. For the trading card gamer, there's a lot of strategy elements within each of the cards. As any trading card gamer knows, the more cards you have, the more strategy there is, the more combos that you could do, the different maneuvers that you can do. In the first installment of the Eye of Judgment, there'll be 110 different creature and spell cards. So there's a lot of different strategies, and not only playing the game, but also setting up your deck. For the casual gamer that isn't too familiar with trading card games, there's a certain board game social element with this game where you play head-to-head, you play against a computer, or you can go online and play against other people. And it's essentially a battle of the wits where, similar to board games where you're mono a mono, this really has this element where you're taking the cards and you're laying them out on the 9-field grid and essentially fighting it out. The first one I'm going to take you through is the battle arena. Essentially, this is where you get to play the game the way it's meant to be, either against a computer, against a friend, or online. Right now we have it set for against a computer. So what I have here is a deck of 30 cards. This is essentially your starter deck. And what we'll do is we'll take turns against the computer drawing cards. So off the get-go, I get to draw 5 cards. Now each of these cards have certain abilities. Obviously there's different races and factions, as I mentioned: water, fire, earth. So what I want to look here is look at the position on the grid. As you noticed on the 9 fields grid, there are different attributes on each of the grids as well. So lava, water, woods, and earth. And there's also the biolith grid. Each of them has different abilities, and I'll show you how that works as well. So right now I'm going to take a water-based creature, and I'm going to put him on a water-based grid right here. So when you put a water-based element on a water-based grid, he increases his strength value +2. So what happens here is a 1/1 creature turns into a 3/1 creature, and you'll see that from stats displayed on the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack his creature directly. So I put an earth creature on a biolith creature, so I won't get the strength bonus, but he's a 2/1 creature, and that should be fine. I attack for 1 and I have a strength of 2. Now whenever you lay down a card for the first time, it'll initiate an attack if there is somebody within vicinity to attack. So here are some of the battle animations. And I miss. Joy. Now here's where a lot of the strategy comes into place. So now that I missed, his white cubic creature has a special ability to summon somebody, without getting too technical, summon somebody for free. So he didn't have to use any mana to summon that expensive creature. So he does still have mana left, and he's going to go ahead and cast another creature at my rear facing. So the penalty for me is it's going to do 1 more attack than normally does. So as you can see here, is rear facing. He is a 1/5 creature, or 5/1 creature I should say, attacking with the green javelin to my rear. So instead of 1 damage, it'll do 2 damage. And essentially it's just gone. One of the ways that you can interact with the game instead of using your controller is using these action cards. And what I'll do is I'll select that creature with the card on who I want to attack. So I still have mana on the board. I'm going to go ahead and attack his rear facing with another creature.
Mana release.
So I'm taking my foot soldiers. I'm going to attack his foot soldiers to his back, giving me an additional bonus on the attack value. So he should attack for 2. 1 for the attack, and 1 for the bonus of the rear facing. So the computer cast a woods creature on a wood grid, and that creature has an ability to either attack someone directly in front of them or one space ahead. They also have a special ability to rotate creatures once they're hit. So right now he just hit them for one and rotated them. Rotation is a big factor in the strategy elements because now I can no longer attack this creature without spending activation or mana to activate a rotation or an attack. Also, we talked about the ultimate goal of taking over 5 grids. He has me in check right now because he has 4, and if I don't do anything to his creatures to make it less than 4, he essentially could win next round. Another reason why rotation is important is because depending on who you put out there, who gets attacked, if somebody's attacking you from in front, you get an automatic counterattack. So you try to strategically place your cards and rotate them so that you can counterattack, or vice versa, you attack without being countered. So we're working with Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast to create cards and help in the design of the cards to just add that strategic element to the gamers that know about this kind of game. Essentially, within the bundle pack, you will get a set of 30 cards, which is your starter pack, and you'll also get a booster pack containing 8 randomly inserted cards. Different rarities: common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. You also will be able to purchase booster packs and themed packs from Hasbro as well. So by adding different collections together and combining the different cards, come up with a whole different scenario of strategy in each deck. So the Eye Judgment is slated for fall release for the PlayStation 3. When you do buy the product, you'll get the camera, you'll get the stand, you'll get the mat. You'll also get a set of cards from Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, essentially a 30-card deck, and you'll get a booster pack of 8 cards randomly selected. So you'll be able to customize your gaming experience from there.